welcome to the channel of Team Chaos. We are back with a video from one of our tournaments. We played the quarterfinals in the French Gaming League against a team called Ghany Karim, and as you can see here, we beat that team and we proceeded to the semi-finals. So we are looking forward to play our next opponent, and if I'm not mistaken, that match will happen coming Monday at 9 o'clock Central European Time. But let's focus first on the review of our match at the quarterfinals. So you see, we beat Ghany Karim 13-12, and we had an amazing average destruction of 97% against 92.2. So we see that Ghany Karim actually played a very strong match against us. They scored 12 stars and had an average destruction above 90. However, it was not enough to beat us. And let's have a look. We see here that we got 2 3-stars on the basis of Erebos and Toretto, and we scored 3 stars. Lulu had a 3-star with, of course, Lulu, Rex check with a Dragon's Attack. Erebos a 93% with Drag Bat. Very unfortunate 93%, cause all splash damages were gone in that attack, and the bats were still flying, and then the Eagle artillery decided to attack the bats instead of heroes or dragons or anything else, and that resulted then in an unfortunate 93%. We see Toretto also unfortunate 92%. He went in with a super blimp and then with the dragons, and a little misclick with his royal champion cost him the 3-star here. So this match was very close to a perfect war, but still very strong 97%, and we will see that Theo scored then 100% against base number 5. We will look quickly into the war events. We will see that Ghany Karim started very strong with a 3-star, then a respawn by Rex, also 3, then another 3-star by Ghany Karim, and then a 98% by Ghany Karim, 91% against Lulu, and then a 72 against Theo. Basically, after that attack against Theo, it was clear for us we needed 2 triples, and then we had it. We did not need to look at the percentage anymore, just score 2 triples and then it's done. And then we saw that we had actually 2 2-stars and then 2 triples at the end. So let's have a quick look then on those triples. Let's go to the triple of Lulu. And what else? Lulu is tripling everything with Suilalo. And we see here that he starts with a bowler bounce at that corner. Very nice trick. You get 2 buildings away, and then the Sui starts. He's using also Skellies to distract the heroes there, so that his own heroes can get more value. King goes down, queen goes down, and then we see that the RC is attacking that scatter. The queen will get the artillery. Very strong value here. Expos, okay, those expos have been ground. Of course, that opponent, he was expecting a Sui in that corner, and that's the reason why putting those expos to ground, because then they start attacking the enemy heroes earlier. But we see that basically that whole corner is gone. So good start. We have a headhunter running around and also a lava popped up, and then this is really well done by Lulu. Is killing those CC, always very good. He killed the headhunter by distracting it with a balloon and then attacking with minions, and then he basically lures that lava hound out of the core of the base, because the lava is not following any air troops, and the rest that will be deployed is air, except of a wizard at the end. We see deployment of the loons happens quite widely. Actually, it happens always around the corner, and attacking that scatter with the slammer. Of course, you want to do that because the scatter can't get the slammer down. And then our warden ability, once the town hall goes down, to protect the loons, and then we see basically also he's hasting them in a straight way forward, and still has his rage spell to use. That lava popped after being attacked so long time by the minions is now following the balloons, but own lava pops and the dragon will kill it, of course. So easy triple by Lulu swagging even that rage spell. Let's look next at Rex Jack's attack, and he's going in with a drag bat. Very nicely, that player, he had 4 ground expos, as we can see here, and also the sweepers pointing towards the northern part of that base. Big thanks to this guy for making it so simple. You know, it looks like a bait, of course, if you do that, putting your expos to ground and also your sweepers looking only into one direction. It is, of course, a bait, and Rex was prepared for a bait. However, his funnel with the electro at 3, and then also heroes going from 6 to 9, was enough to keep those dragons in the core of the base. And we know if dragons go to the core of the base, then your chances of a triple are very, very high. Those dragons also took out the scare shots, and Town Hall goes down with a Yeti blimp. Well, and here we are. We have basically only 2 wizard towers left on the upper part of that base that will have splash damage and enough free spells, so that base is already crushed. You can see that early enough that there is nothing their defenses can do to stop those spats. Only an unfortunate air bomb or something like this could stop this attack from being a triple, which fortunately did not happen here. Very, very, very nice triple by Rexcheck. We will not show the 92 and 93%, we will only have a look at Theo's triple. That was also a Sui, and something that a Sui with a super blimp though, a super blimp against that Town Hall. And what we saw here happening is that Theo first sent a Lava Hound, and the reason is very, very simple. That those entries are usually baited very strongly, and we saw here a lot of black air bombs coming out, and that blimp would not make it to the Town Hall without that lava tanking for it. So that's a very good strategy. No matter what kind of attack you play, if you have a blimp that you want to go far deep into the base, or you are expecting a bait, use a Lava Hound. Use the Lava Hound, then nothing will happen to your blimp. It will go where you want it to go. And heroes come in very nicely. The RC ability, of course, he used a Zap and a Earthquake first, and then with the ability that compartment goes down, which is good because the Inferno goes down, but also own heroes are, of course, they are funneled to the right direction, and what we want to get from them is basically that compartment here with the Eagle Artillery and that Scarab. I mean, what a great value, thanks to that base builder for putting it together into one compartment. You just need to make sure your heroes go in there, and then you have a crazy value for your attack. And we see here, of course, he goes in with his attack into that scatter. You want to get it down as soon as possible. also using then spells or your ability, and then once that scatter goes down, and the next most dangerous part was that Multa Inferno that was also frozen and a ability used, and we see base is gone on those two lava hounds. They still fly through that base, and fortunately one pops because you need those lava pops, right? You know, you need to clean that base. Although there was no problem here, he could have cleaned this base. He even had loons that he kept for this purpose, so no problem. But we see it was such an overkill that almost no lava popped while playing the Lalo. Very good. And with this triple from Theo, we will close our review, and we will say stay tuned because we're looking forward to another successful match at the semi-finals that will most likely happen next week. And of course, we will be back with another review once we have played the semi-final match. Till then, stay tuned and don't forget to like and subscribe.